I want to know who you think is the best TV dad, but I also want to know who you think is the worst TV dad. So of all the TV dads out there, who you think is the one? Like that's that dude, and who's the worst one? You just like, mm, mm, mm.
Well, we learned that Justin thinks that it's Uncle Phil, so.
And I would agree.
You would agree that Uncle Phil is the worst TV dad?
No, the best TV dad.
Oh, no. I was saying, yeah. Oh, he put best. I was going to say, earlier I asked who the worst was, and he used Uncle Phil. That's why, yeah.
I was going off of what he meant when he said, before he realized he fucked up.
I have Carl Winslow.
Yeah, let me hear your best first before we even get to the worst. Everybody tell me who your best is.
Okay.
I got Carl Winslow.
Mm-hmm.
Danny Tanner.
Two fantastic dads.
Phil Dunphy from Modern Family.
Okay.
And Ned Stark.
Fantastic TV dad. I forgot all about Ned.
I crack up because Phil Dunphy is also on my best list.
Fucking Phil.
With a runner-up, and I made him runner-up because I was just like, I wanted to choose him, but, separating artists from art.
I know.
Because
that's the one. Like his character, yeah, awesome TV dad.
Like
shitty human being who
he filled in that gap for me. Like
he tried to fill in a lot of gaps, but
yeah, I see. But yeah, couldn't not choose him.
I get it.
Just don't let him make you a drink before bed. You'll be all right.
But yeah, he was on my list too. I mentioned Uncle Phil. Matt, you already named another one of mine, Carl Winslow. And like Ned Stark was one that I just hadn't thought of. I'm like, okay, that's a good one. That is a very good one.
I figured we were gonna go sitcoms, and I wanted to get a little bit out of the sitcom realm there. And I was like, who's like a really good dad, but like isn't a sitcom dad? And I'm like, this man did everything for his family and raised his nephew as his own son, and like let his wife think that he cheated and all that to take care of this child for his sister. Like, that is just a good man. Like, you allowed your wife to be upset with you for a very long time and hid that secret to protect this child.
To your grave.
To your grave, yes. Shout out Ned.
Yeah. Some would say too good, but,
just trying to do the right thing.
And they got him killed. Now, worst TV dads. Who you got?
I got Frank Gallagher from Shameless.
Number one on my list.
And then we have Ghost from Power.
Okay. Probably more stuff that happened after season 1, most likely. Yeah. So, yeah. Okay.
I feel like I didn't really question. I mean, aside from like, the drug dealing and the killing of people part, I was like, that we see in the first episode, I was just like, I didn't really start thinking Ghost was like a horrible father outside of that stuff until like, I mean, of course his kid start doing shit, but I was just like, you're not setting the better example. I'm sure Jerry's not the best, but I mean, he loves his kids, so he at least tries.
Well, yeah, he at least gives a shit.
Yeah.
He fucks up on a regular basis, but he's not intentionally fucking up, or at least it's not because he doesn't care. What about you, Matt?
So it's a little harder to find like a bad sitcom dad.
I got one.
Well,
Peter.
Regardless of how I feel about him and the
really
show,
it was a sitcom, but I know what you mean. But Peter is also on the list.
Sitcom.
I also have Frank Gallagher. I'm gonna put Al Bundy down there because I don't think as a father he was a great father. Character entertaining is all shit.
Mm-hmm.
Not a great father. Also, do you remember a show? I'm actually trying to look it up on IMDb to get the
Mr. Henderson from Smart Guy was a really great dad.
He was. Describe the show. Maybe we can get there.
It's Happily Ever After or Never
Unhappily
After.
Ever, is it Unhappily Ever After?
That might be it.
Yeah.
That
It
might
was
be it.
basically, Al
Them trying to
Bundy
remake.
but not as
And the dad in that, which was Jack Malloy, who had the little fucking bunny puppet, the dirty bunny puppet, also terrible. But then I also went on the opposite side. So if we have Ned Stark, terrible father, Jamie Lannister, because he fathered multiple children that he did not take care of or claim. I mean, for obvious reasons, but like was just not there, and had the worst children possible.
Robert Baratheon.
I was saying about Robert Baratheon. Robert Baratheon's actually on my list.
The Targaryen. What is that motherfucker's name? That was the eldest Targaryen son from.
Well, he wasn't a father.
Huh?
The eldest Targaryen son wasn't a father.
Which one was the one that kept fathering all those kids that they were putting in fighting pits and stuff in House of the Dragon?
Okay.
That Targaryen.
I thought you were talking about.
I was thinking Game of Thrones. You're thinking House of
like,
the Dragon. Okay, that was.
Sorry. Not Viserys, or not the one that we met in Game of Thrones.
The one that got all burnt up. What the fuck is his name?
Not the one with the golden crown, but I'm talking about the one who.
Yeah, in House of the Dragon, the one that got all burnt up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck is his name? Oh shit, he's king now. How the fuck do we not know his name?
Aemond? No,
he was
Aegon.
Yeah, that's how do we forget Aegon?
Everyone's named Aegon in this show. Yeah. Last but not least, I had Harry Morgan from Dexter, and I want to explain why.
Yeah, explain this one because I feel like he did what he had to do.
So, mind you, if you are watching Dexter Original Sin or you plan on watching it, there are going to be mild spoilers here. But Harry Morgan was cheating. Okay.
I muted you.
Okay. Okay. Harry Morgan was cheating on his pregnant wife with Dexter's mom during the show. Ended up being the reason why Dexter's mom got murdered, then took in Dexter and then raised him to be a serial killer.
I mean, I feel like he was going to be a serial killer anyway. It's just he kept it contained as he could.
As he could, yes. But I mean, he put him in and gave him all of the tools and everything to just get away with it as a cop. But yeah, no, he cheated on his pregnant wife with Dexter's mom and then got her embedded with a drug cartel who ended up murdering her. So also, he's got a terrible relationship with Deb in this series. Like, she's not he's not doing all the good dad things.
True, but would still be a better president than Trump.
Facts.
Oh man, so I got a few I can name here. I mentioned one of them earlier, Tywin Lannister. Awful father. But we want to go the cartoon route. Peter Griffin, Homer Simpson, Stan Smith, all terrible fathers.
Rick Sands.
Yeah, he's a pretty shitty father too. I mean, he did do a lot for his daughter though. Like he created a whole clone so she could, take off and live the way she wanted to live and still be able to take.
We still don't know if the clone took off to live the way she wanted to live or if Beth did.
We don't know.
Nobody knows.
I don't think he even knows anymore. But because there's a good chance when he did it, he was drunk.
Where he gave her the answer.
He did, but who knows if he was telling the truth?
We can trust Rick. I don't even know if we're watching Rick and Morty. If the Rick and Morty we were watching, or the Rick and Morty that we started with, or this is just some 100th version of a clone Rick and Morty down the line. This show gets into that shit and it is so confusing. I don't know who we're watching anymore. What multiverse version of them we're watching? I have no idea.
Imagine each season was a different universe.
Then there's another show. It was a sitcom back in the day. I don't know if either of you saw it. It was called Still Standing.
Sounds familiar.
It's the dude that played Robert Baratheon is the dad in that show.
Okay.
Oh.
It's actually set in Chicago. The It's those two parents. They got 3 kids. Son's a nerd. Daughter's the middle daughter is kind of the rebel, and then the youngest girl, like really real young, she's really funny and kind of like she might be probably should be a little scared. But yeah,
I do remember this. Yeah.
They're both terrible parents. Like they're just terrible parents, both of them. Like it's funny because me and my mom used to watch this show, and we could never remember the name of the show, or she couldn't remember the name of the show. So she was like, "What's the one show we used to watch with the really bad parents?" It's like that's how she knows that show.
With the really bad parents.
Granted, the show is really funny though.
Dark comedy.
Yeah. It does get kind of dark sometimes. Here's another one who's like one of the worst TV dads, but also one of the worst people. One of the worst TV dads, one of the worst people.
Did he freeze?
I think so.
Or is he just pausing for effect? Oh, no, he froze.
Oh, I froze. You didn't hear me? Oh, I said Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
Yes.
I was just like, "Are you okay? Did you have a stroke?"
No, I guess I froze. Okay.
I was like, nothing you were saying was making any sense for a second, and I was just like, "Oh my god, is this a case for House?"
So, what about you out there? Well, first, do either one of you have any more?
Not that I could think of off the top of my head. I feel like we've covered a lot of them.
Yeah. However, I do want to make sure we point out all these dads we named, awful dads. They would all be a better president than Trump. Now, what about you all out there? Who do you think is the worst TV dad out there? Who do you think is the best TV dad out there? We want to know what you think. Put it in the comments right there. Let us know. If there's somebody that we missed, that would be that's a great dad on TV, or somebody we missed that's just the worst. Let us know.
It's TV dads, right?
Yeah, TV dads.
Okay, never mind then.
No, not movies.
Okay. Well, does Zeus count because of Hercules' legendary journeys?
We're moving on now.